prioritize your mental health, because your mental health is everything you got to protect, guys. That's the sole reason for this episode of today. Clara and Jonathan have been in a serious loggerhead, and Clara's mental health is deteriorating. Now, do you know what is going on here? Jonathan is as shameless as a he-goat. He is a good for nothing. He is not even fit to be called a father, fit to be called a husband. Clara, this time around, dished it out and gave it to him the way he needed the breakfast to be served. Kennedy too joined Clara to dish out to him the way breakfast needed to be served. Do you know what happened to Jonathan? Upon all these things that are going on, the child was in the hospital, right? And Jonathan was running his mouth, running it left and right and insulting people without a penny in his pocket. When Jonathan's child was about to be discharged from the hospital, what happened? Jonathan rushed to Clara. They sent Clara that he insulted and told Clara that go and sort that bill very fast. He did not even say please. So the kind of pride and arrogance that has consumed this guy Jonathan is beneath the surface. Yes, it's beneath the earth's surface. Jonathan told Clara, if you don't go and sort the bills out, you will not follow us to that house. This marriage is over. Clara got angry and told Jonathan that, Jonathan, look, I've had it up to here. You are a useless man. You are not even fit to be called a husband. Jonathan said, why do you say that? Clara said, you insulted me. You told me to my face and to the hearing of everyone that I am a danger, a threat to the life of a child baby. You said I'm not even her mother, and I will not be given the privilege again for her to call me mother. And here you are telling me to go and pay the bills. What happens to you, Jonathan? Are you not the man? Are you not her father? Go and pay the bills. I don't have any money to give you to pay the bills, okay? I've had it up to here. Enough of me running your financial responsibilities. I've had it up to here. You are just ungrateful fellow. Jonathan thought she was joking. Jonathan now said, are you mad? How dare you talk to me like that? If you don't pay that hospital bill, henceforth, you will not step your leg into that house again. Clara now reminded Jonathan that maybe you are forgetting. You are talking to the current landlady of that house. Am I not the one that is paying the house rent? What are you doing as a man? You don't even pay the house rent. Your men are hustling out there. Fellow men like you, taking care of their household, paying their bills and taking care of their children. You have relaxed and allow all the financial responsibilities to fall on me, and I carried the burden on my shoulders without complaining, and I still bow down to you and submit to you as a wife. Yet you open your mouth and told me, look me into the face and say I am a threat and a danger to our child baby. This is unheard of. I won't take it any longer. And Jonathan left. She started crying and lamenting to God that what have she done for God to have punished her with this kind of a man called Big Joe. That she regrets ever getting married to Jonathan. I'm just so happy with her, because at times when you pamper laziness, pamper some kind of things, it shows that you are promoting it. Jonathan needs to be self-correct breakfast. It's not all about being good all the time and trying to fix things. Sometimes be hard and difficult so that the other partner will readjust themselves. Now, this guy rushed to go and meet Kennedy. Will Kennedy give him this money? He cannot rush to that, no. His bad advisor. He's always rushing to Kennedy. He's another source of income. When he got there, Kennedy told him, what happened to your woman? Your woman should have sorted out the bills. Why are you coming to me? And he started insulting Clara before this man, telling this man that Clara is good for nothing. Clara is evil. and Clara is not even worthy to be called a wife. Just because Clara asks you to take care of your responsibility as a man, this is what you have to say. And Kennedy, trust him now. Kennedy said, Bo, I have always been of helping hand to you, but you see this particular case, I will not give you a penny. I have money in my keeping, but I will not give to you. Go and man up to your responsibilities. If you don't want to submit yourself, beg your wife, let your ego to go, then forget about it. We will be here watching how the drama will end up. Jonathan thought he was joking. He now told Jonathan that, see, before I continue resting, I was supposed to having a nap before you came here and wake me up. I want to advise you, don't be a disgrace to fatherhood. Don't be a disgrace to husbandhood. You are disgracing us. Okay? Go and take care of your responsibilities. Go and talk to your woman. Talk with her the way you are supposed to do it properly. And Jonathan was like, me, Jonathan, beg that woman over my dead body. I will not dare it. The pride and ego in this man is stinking. I love what Kennedy did. In fact, that clap is for Kennedy. Kennedy did not pamper nonsense. At times, refusal or denial to do something does not make you wicked. It rather makes you to stand on the side of truth and let the other person do the right thing. Because if they keep running around and pampering this guy, he will keep feeling himself. Let the fire burn him so that he will open his eyes and think properly and see what to do. At times, a lot of us pamper nonsense and we allow things to be happening and we suffocate in silence. That is what is going on here. You cannot keep on deteriorating your own happiness, trading your own mental health for another person who doesn't even value it. Jonathan is a big disgrace. Now, what happened? Jonathan now rushed to meet who? To meet Emeka. Emeka that has always been giving him the most toxic and bad advice on earth. I'm sure this Emeka is number one. When they talk of unfriendly friend, when they talk of a bad friend, Emeka will rank number one in the world. There is nothing good that can actually come out from this guy's mouth. Anything that comes out from his mouth is garbage, destruction, harm. That is what Emeka is capable of doing. Now, Jonathan explained the situation to Emeka. Emeka was like, you see, I keep telling you, Kennedy is not a good person. I keep telling you, Clara is a very bad person, but you don't want to see it. Now, they have shown their true colors to you. Meanwhile, you, Emeka, are the same person that have put this guy in this very pot of hole. He started blaming them. You know those type of blame games kind of stops, right? And what happened? Emeka now said, I am going to give you the money, but I will give you this money under conditions. 1, you will pay on time. 2, you will pay this money with double interest. You say Emeka is always for you. Emeka stands by you, but Emeka, at this point, knowing the condition of your child, knowing that you always run to him and listen to him, upon all the things you have done to Emeka, Emeka is still giving you condition in order to discharge your child from the hospital. Who does that? And the Mumu called Jonathan. Somebody say Mumu in the comment section. Mumu Jonathan. When you want to say anything, say Mumu Jonathan. Then you continue with the comment. Now, the guy was happy, thanking him and saying that is why he is his best friend. That is why he is the one that he always rushed to, because he knows he has never failed him. He knows he's always standing by him. And he went and discharged the child. The day you will discover that Emeka is the one that has been destroying you, destroying your child, destroying the image of everyone, that is the day you will know that khaki is not leather. Now, when they discharged this child, immediately they got home. Guess what? Jonathan will not allow Clara rest too. Jonathan still confronted Clara and told Clara to back off. Stay away from Benny. Don't go closer to Benny. Allow me take Benny to the bedroom so that Benny can have some rest there. Remember, the doctor told them that this child is supposed to have rest. This child should not encounter any physical confrontation. because her mental health is still shaking. They need to pamper it for it to balance. Now, Jonathan have just started another scene. But before that, do you know what happened with Clara and Benny in the hospital? Clara was trying to feed Benny and Benny was refusing to eat. Benny was crying that her image is tarnished. Hans's image is tarnished. Then where will she put her face or hide her face? She can't go to school now because her pictures are all over the social media. Her nakedness is flaunting around. The mother now told her that, see, even if you say Hans is innocent, I saw you hawking Hans in a video, and she had to explain the meaning of the hawk. She said she went and saw Hans in order to ask the relationship that she is having with Hans, and that was it. And Hans meant no harm. She explained everything to Clara. I thought Clara too on her own part was going to ask further or even expose it, but Clara rather sat quiet. And this child was crying. Now, back to the house. Jonathan told Clara that Clara has no right, no freaky right to touch this child. And Clara's mother, hey, some mothers, they are just out to put to birth. But when it comes to raising the child, they are out of it. Clara's mother, her mentality is something that irritates so much. Clara's mother is against her own daughter. Are you even sure that this woman gave birth to Clara? Because the way she always stands to see Clara fall, least mistake she cursed the child. She will pour out curses. She will support evil, and she will tell the child that the child will suffer. Now she was telling the child that Jonathan has all the right to deprive her from Benny. That Jonathan should take Benny to the bedroom and let Clara step aside. Clara got angry and told the mother of this time around, will you blame Clara for speaking like this? Clara now told the mother that, see, mother, I think you have overstayed your welcome in this house. It is high time for you to go in there, pack your luggages and leave this house. If you don't have anything sensible or reasonable to say, stay quiet. I've had enough from you. Why is it that you are so senseless? The mother was like, Clara, are you talking back to me like that? Clara said, yes, I'm talking to you. I've had it up to here. I've given you all the respect that a child is supposed to give the mother. But it's like you are just bent on destroying my life. Why are you joining forces with Jonathan to frustrate my mental health? Why do you want to see me sink into depression and die? Is that your mission in my home? Why are you bent on destroying me? See, you have overstayed your welcome in this house. Pack your luggages and leave. I don't want to see you again in this house. And Clara took Benny and left in anger. Jonathan now told the mother that, oh, you now see, I kept on telling you this thing, but you thought I was joking. If she can talk to you in this manner, then you can imagine what me, Jonathan, is going through in her hands. Jonathan now was claiming head of the family, that he, as the head of the family, he will not tolerate nonsense in his house. He is going to give rules and regulations that if nobody wants to follow it, then they have to leave, because he will not watch Clara do as she wants in the house. Very irresponsible man called Jonathan. For you to marry a man like Jonathan, it's better to be single. Now, what happened? Jonathan's sister popped in. When she came in, I thought she would be against Clara. But this lady stood for Clara and told Jonathan that, Jonathan, you are a disgrace to brotherhood. You are a disgrace to fatherhood. You are a disgrace to husbandhood. In fact, you are a disgrace to manhood. Jonathan was like, are you the one talking to me like that, your blood sister or blood brother? Do you realize that you are talking to me in this manner? The lady said, I practically regret ever convincing Clara to get married to you. Jonathan, you are nothing but a useless he-goat. You are nothing but the most stupid non-entity creature on earth. What do you think you are? In fact, you see, as I've just entered this house, you know me now. I am your sister. We run it the same. I don't take shit. You will see what I will do to you in this house. That is when you know that a woman have practically taken over Clara's position. Clara is a very weak lady. Jonathan said, you dare not. This is my house. You are leaving. You will not spend a night here. And she went straight to the bedroom that she came to see Benny, because she saw everything that was happening over social media. Now, what do you think about Jonathan's sister? Do you think she's doing the right thing by insulting Jonathan, the brother, like this? And what about Clara? Do you think that Clara also did the right thing by telling the mother off this time around? And what about Hans? Hans, on his own part, went to see Benny, and they had to confront. Serious fighting between these two people. That is how they were fighting. Jonathan said over his dead body, will he ever allow Hans to go closer to Benny again? And Kennedy, so lucky enough, was there. Kennedy had to stop this fight, and Kennedy had to warn Hans to stay off this family. I don't even know what Hans' problem is. Upon all the allegations, upon all the destruction, he still finds his way in. Kennedy told him to stay off, that if he doesn't stay off, he doesn't listen to advice, that is his cup of tea, because the remaining white that is left on him, it will be stained completely by this family. And even if Jonathan is a bad person, but at these circumstances, no father will allow such to happen. Anybody will react just like how Jonathan did. Jonathan is just being pained by what was done to the daughter. Hans, I think you need to listen to your own mother. Your mother is the best counselor. You have the best mother in the world, but you are failing to listen to her. And that is why things are happening like this in your own life. If you dare take one of her advices, you have hammered. That is just it. That's the gospel truth. You are hammered. Go back home and listen to your mother, Hans. That is the only person that can drill you towards the right path. Guys, valorize your mental health. If you don't valorize it, other people will mess it up for you, and you'll be a living corpse on earth. See you in our next video. From me to you all is love.